Hello guys. I want to talk about something that's been troubling me. And this has to do with observations from work. I have said before that generally medicine is quite gynocentric and it actually attracts very effeminate men. And I'm not talking about homosexual men or gay men or anything like that. In actual fact, those men seem to be some of the most masculine men that we tend to have in medicine. Fun guys, ready to, mess around and have fun with you. But, and excuse me as I'm drinking my coffee, but the majority of the guys that do work in medicine are quite emasculated. In medicine, and the medicine I'm talking specifically about medicine in the UK, nurses seem to be the most important thing. So you learn very early on to not mess around with nurses, you don't talk back to nurses. And if you are a guy, you learn that your skills take second in terms of priority because the male doctors will prioritize women over you. Therefore, you learn to shut up, be quiet, wait for your turn, and support the feminine in all its shapes and forms. Some of my co-workers, actually the majority of my co-workers, the male co-workers that I work with, have a distinct like towards the feminine. And they're not the kind of guys that flirt with these women. They're the kind of guys that do not smell like men to me. And what do I mean by that? I don't know how to put it in words. If I was to paint a picture or show you a video, it would make a lot more sense. But they're the kind of guys that would laugh to idiotic jokes from women. They're the kind of guys that would put other guys down in order to get the attention of that woman. They're the kind of guys that will just block any kind of questions from any male doctor in order to answer the questions of females first. And it's become quite annoying. And it's become quite annoying ever since that I joined MGTOW, and I can see all these men who come with impeccable haircuts, with fixed hair, with shoes that are shining more than women are. I've seen guys that wear fucking makeup, right? So, what is there to do? I mean, I know I'm from a different generation, I know I'm from a different country, and I know that I have a distinct difficulty controlling my tongue and not saying it as I see it. But in the majority of the guys, these men, I see them behaving in ways that females do. They backstab people, they talk shit of people, they try to push people down so that they can improve their stance towards the eyes of the consultant or whatever the hell is happening. And when they're talking to women and when they're discussing with women, I can hear the conversation between a man and a woman, and it's as if I'm listening to a conversation between two women chatting together and bickering together. It is very difficult for me to understand this, and I know that we have young guys here, and I know that there might be some differences that I find very difficult to understand. If some of the young guys are around, please enlighten me as to why people are behaving in this way, a way that I don't personally understand at all. Why are guys so eager to please? Why are guys behaving in a way where they're being more soft with their words and their behavior? Why are guys putting so much effort in their appearance? I mean, in my head, and this is the kind of head that I had since I was very young, I feel that masculinity is something that you exude. It comes out of you, it comes out of your pores, it comes out of the way that you're behaving, the way that you're sitting, the way that you're talking, the belief in your words and the intelligence of your opinion. And I don't see that from any of the young guys. I think it has completely disappeared. I mean, masculinity for me, it's almost like sweat, a beard, an ugly face, hair that is all over the place, disgusting behavior, bashing between men, fun. It's not to do with backstabbing, with behaviors that normally I would associate with women. It's to do with friendship and friendly bashing and discussions that, you would put your friend down, but in a friendly way, and then you would support him no matter what. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still guys like that around, and I mean, in the place that I work now, there's about one or two. But I see the majority of the guys are completely feminine, emasculated, as if their balls are stuck somewhere else. And they're talking to just women, they're not talking to other men, they're not finding the conversation with men as enticing as maybe smelling the pussy from an overweight woman. It's just very strange to me, and I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to form that. And I remember when I was a bit younger and my dad was talking to me and I started growing some pubes down there. And I was so... in my head, I was thinking that I needed to, trim, wash a bit more, that I was disgusting and all that. And my dad told me to embrace the fucking filth. Embrace it. Grow your hair, be reckless, smell, do things that distinctly make you like a man, things that only a man would do, right? Men should not be thinking about, if you work out a lot, you're gonna stink, you're gonna smell, you're gonna sweat or anything like that. They shouldn't be really focusing on their appearance so much, because what's valuable inside men is inside their brains, and men have a distinct difficulty understanding that. Of course, your brain is a connection between your body, and you should take care of your own body, but your body needs to be taken care of from the inside. If you want to shave your face, but do not take longer than a woman in order to get ready. Do not take as long. Your appearance doesn't mean as much to you as it means to a woman. And I know this goes against the neo-masculinity kind of thing, but you need to embrace your filth. I don't know if this makes any sense, guys. I mean, I try to be at least presentable. I shower every day because, I come back from work and I've touched a million asses. Therefore, I need to shower and get rid of all the bacteria. But it seems to me that what makes us distinctly male is something that the majority of the guys hate. And they want to get rid of it and be as in touch with their feminine side as they should be. And for every guy that takes care of his self in such a way, I want them to try this out for a month, right? I want them to completely try it out. I want you guys to completely let go. I want you guys to stop shaving. I want you to stop trimming your body hair. I want you to stop trimming your bush, right? If you want to trim your bush because you have a date, go ahead and do it. But I want you to completely let go in terms of your facial appearance. Don't be dirty, alright? If you don't want to be dirty, don't be dirty. But try it. Look at yourself in the mirror. See the hair and see in the reflection in that mirror a man looking back at you, right? I know you're men anyway, but I want you to get in touch with your masculinity, what you were supposed to be. Look at your face being a bit more fearsome, right? And start talking out loud. Speak your mind, and you'll see that as you reflect to the appearance of how you become more, let's say, manly, and I put that in inverted commas, because this should be the version of yourself that you have inside of you. It should be a person covered in hair, in facial hair, rugged, because that's what men used to be. And since some of the young guys think that women appreciate, you know, the clean cut, the man that's clean and all that shit. Let me tell you something, a story that came from one of my friends when I went back home. So a friend of mine recently, you know, broke up with her husband-to-be, when they're now exes and they're not talking to each other. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But I was talking to this friend of mine, and we were sitting opposite each other. And this female friend of mine told me that, you see, this is how a man should look. This is how a man should be. A man should be rugged. You should be sitting back. You should not be paying attention to his body language. You should not be trying to be anything that he's not. A man is what a man is. And we shouldn't be trying too hard. Trust your instincts, trust yourself, and you will exude masculinity, and you will not be this effeminate, backstabbing piece of shit guy that's going around and just fucking up with people's lives and whatever these guys are trying to do. This is not how you get pussy. I know these guys don't know this, but this is not how you get pussy. This is not how you go ahead in your life. And if you do go ahead, some guy at some point will beat the living shit out of you. And trust me, you will regret not being in touch with your masculinity. That's all I had to say. I hope it made some sense. I don't think it did. Even if it didn't, it's fine. I just needed to get it out.